A rough week at work, a fight with someone you love, a bill you were not expecting, and then you bought something. Maybe it was a $60 candle, maybe a whole cart of things you did not need. You felt better for about 20 minutes. Then the guilt hit, then the shame. Then you swore you would never do it again. But you did, over and over. And you have been calling that a spending problem. It is not, it is a brain chemistry problem. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your mind turns against your own money. Your brain has a chemical called dopamine. It is the feel-good signal. When something makes you happy, dopamine fires, and your brain remembers exactly what caused it. Here is the problem. When you are stressed, your brain is flooded with cortisol. That is the stress hormone. Cortisol makes you feel awful, anxious, overwhelmed, like everything is falling apart. Your brain desperately wants relief, and it has already learned that buying something new gives a dopamine hit, fast. A 2022 study in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that 72% of people reported making unplanned purchases during periods of emotional distress. That is not weakness. That is neuroscience. Your brain is literally reaching for the fastest painkiller it knows. The swipe of a card, the click of a button, the ding of a shipping confirmation, each one a tiny dose of relief. And it works. For about 15 minutes. Then the cortisol comes back. And now it brought a friend, financial guilt. Here is how the loop actually works inside you. Step 1. Something stressful happens. A car repair bill, a passive-aggressive text from your boss, your rent going up again. Cortisol floods your system. Step 2. Your prefrontal cortex. The part of your brain that plans, budgets, and says no, it goes quiet. Cortisol literally suppresses it. The National Institutes of Health confirm this. High cortisol reduces activity in your planning center by up to 30%. You are not stupid. Your planning brain is being chemically muted. Step 3. Your emotional brain takes over. It does not think about next month. It does not think about savings goals. It only knows one thing: make the pain stop now. Step 4. You buy something. Dopamine fires, relief. For a few minutes. Step 5. The purchase shows up on your statement. Now you feel guilty. That guilt is more stress, more cortisol, and the loop restarts. This is not about discipline. This is a neurological trap. And the cruelest part is that you blame yourself every single time it happens. You say things like, I am just bad with money, or I have no willpower, but you would never blame someone for flinching when they touch a hot stove. This is the same thing. Your brain is flinching away from financial pain and landing on spending every time. Now let us put real numbers on this. Say you earn $3,500 a month after taxes. Your fixed costs, rent, car, insurance, utilities, take $2,400. That leaves $1,100 for food, gas, savings, and everything else. On a calm week, you stick to the plan. You spend $60 on groceries. You pack lunch. You say no to things you do not need. But stress weeks are different. A fight with your partner, a health scare, a work deadline that makes you want to scream. On those weeks, you spend an extra $50 here, $30 there, a $25 delivery order because you cannot face cooking, a $40 subscription you forgot to cancel. That adds up to about $200 in unplanned stress spending per month. Now watch what $200 a month does over time. After 1 year, $2,400 gone. After 3 years, $7,200. After 5 years, $12,000. After 10 years, $24,000 in raw spending. But it gets worse. If you had invested that $200 a month instead at an average return of 7% per year, after 10 years, you would have $34,600. A Cambridge University study found that women who experienced financial stress scored 23% lower on cognitive tests. That means Stress about money literally makes you worse at managing money. That is the trap. You are not losing $200 a month because you are irresponsible. You are losing $200 a month because your brain is under chemical attack. And over a decade, that chemical attack cost you $34,600. The money was never the problem. The stress was the problem. And nobody ever told you that. And here is what makes this even harder. The system is designed to exploit this loop. Retail companies spend billions every year studying your stress response. They know exactly when you are most vulnerable. Ever notice more targeted ads on your phone after a bad day? That is not a coincidence. According to a 2023 McKinsey report, the global retail industry generates over $6 trillion annually. A significant portion of that comes from impulse purchases. They engineer the experience to trigger dopamine before you even decide to buy. The one-click purchase button, the countdown timer that says only two left, the free shipping threshold that is always just a little more than what is in your cart. Credit card companies are in on it too. They want you spending emotionally. Because emotional spenders carry balances, and balances mean interest. The average credit card interest rate is now over 24%. If you carry a $3,000 balance from stress spending and pay the minimum, you will pay $2,100 in interest alone before it is gone. They are not hoping you manage your money well. They are counting on you being stressed. Your stress is their revenue model. Social media makes it worse. You see someone's vacation, their new apartment, their outfit. Comparison triggers cortisol. Cortisol triggers spending. Spending triggers debt. Debt triggers stress. And the loop feeds itself. Now, the objection you might have: if stress spending is chemical, how can I even fight it? If my brain is working against me, am I just stuck? No, because the loop has a weak point, the gap between the stress and the spending. You cannot always control the cortisol, but you can control what happens in that gap. Step 1, the 24-hour pause rule. Before any unplanned purchase over $50, you wait one full day. Not because you need permission, but because after 24 hours, the cortisol spike has passed. Your prefrontal cortex comes back online. Studies show that 70% of impulse purchases are abandoned when a 24-hour delay is introduced. You will not want most of those things tomorrow. Step 2, build a stress budget. This sounds strange, but it works. Set aside $75 a month specifically for emotional spending. Give yourself permission. This removes the guilt. And guilt was the thing feeding the loop. When the $75 is gone for the month, that is your signal that stress is running high. Now you address the stress, not the spending. Step 3, replace the dopamine source. Exercise gives a dopamine hit. A phone call with someone you love gives a dopamine hit. Even a 10-minute walk outside changes your brain chemistry. You are not removing the reward. You are choosing a reward that does not cost you $34,600 over 10 years. These 3 steps do not require willpower. They require awareness. And you just got that. 2 people, both earning $3,500 a month after taxes. Same city, same rent, same bills, same stress levels. Person A does not know about the cortisol loop. Every stressful month, she spends that extra $200. She never connects the emotion to the purchase. Over 5 years, she stress spends $12,000. She also carries an average $2,000 credit card balance from those purchases. At 24% interest with minimum payments, she pays another $1,400 in interest. After 5 years, Person A has lost $13,400, and she still feels like she is just bad with money. Person B learned what you learned today. She sets the 24-hour pause rule. She builds a $75 stress budget. She replaces the spending with a walk, a call, a workout. She is not perfect. She still slips sometimes, But she redirects $150 of that $200 each month into a simple investment account earning 7% average return. After 5 years, person B has $10,700 in that account. Same paycheck, same stress, same city, same bills. Person A, negative $13,400. Person B, positive $10,700. The difference is $24,100. And the only thing that separated them was understanding what was happening in their own brain. That is what you just learned. That is why this matters. The gap is not about earning more money. The gap is about knowing why you spend it. You were never bad with money. You were stressed. And no one ever told you what stress does to your financial brain. The guilt you carry from every impulse purchase, the shame you feel looking at your statements, that was never a character flaw. It was a system that profits from your pain and a brain trying to protect you the only way it knew how. But now you know. You know about the cortisol, you know about the loop, you know about the gap where you take back control. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this. But starting today, you know, and knowing changes everything.